saving to build a wealth. In today's video, we are unlocking the secrets of actually building our wealth. And honestly, saving is not going to cut it. So today we are going to talk about how we can actually build our wealth. I am Tiffany Thomas, your wealth mentor. I achieved financial freedom in my 30s and became a millionaire at age 40. I'm here to help you do that even earlier and easier. So let's dive right in. Let's first talk about saving, because there is an important part of our financial journey that does include saving. Saving does lay the groundwork for building our wealth, but that's not all that we should be doing. Establishing a savings habit will help us do the rest of the steps. For me personally, I was really good at saving my money back in my 20s and even in my teens when I was making money. And I had a hard time switching over to investing. But what helped me save money was having an auto transfer to my savings account. When I got paid every 2 weeks from my 9-to-5 job, I went to my HR person and had him set up a certain percentage of my paycheck that would go into my savings account, and then a certain percentage that would go into my checking account. So I didn't even have to think about transferring money over to my savings. And you can set up an auto transfer yourself. That is just one way that I was able to save money. If we can completely automate that process, it's going to make it a lot easier to save. And going along with saving our money, we don't want to just constantly save as much money as possible. We want to set specific goals. So we want to have a certain amount for our emergency fund and our savings. And then if we're working on another short-term goal, maybe saving up for a down payment on a house, then we can save a specific amount for that goal. And honestly, the way that I like to do this is to use Ally. They have buckets within their savings account that you can allocate a certain amount of money to each bucket. So I have a certain amount in my emergency fund bucket and a certain amount in my taxes bucket. And then if I'm taking a trip or whatever else I'm doing, I can have another bucket for that other short-term goal. And not only that, Ally has a high interest rate on their savings account. So I like earning a little bit extra money when my money is just sitting in a savings account. And if you're wondering how much to keep in your emergency fund versus investing your money, I have another video about that. I will leave a link above. You can check it out later on. By starting out with saving our money, we're able to see exactly what our expenses are and realize that we do have money to save. But if we aren't saving any money, then we need to take a look at our expenses and our income and see where we need to make adjustments. And then the second part that I want to talk about is the limitation of saving alone. While saving is important, it does not give us the growth that we want. We are not going to be able to retire if we are just saving our money. For one, we won't even be keeping up with the rate of inflation if we're just leaving our money in a savings account. For two, if we want to retire one day, and hopefully we do, or at least have the option to retire, we're not going to be able to just live off money sitting in our savings account. We need to have that money invested and building up in the background, creating that compound interest for us, making our money work for us so that we can stop working for the money. And that way we can collect passive income when we are ready to from our investments. But if we aren't ever investing, then we are definitely going to run out of money if we are just trying to pull that money from our savings account. It is definitely a myth that you can save your money only and have wealth accumulation. Okay, and now part 3, let's talk about the most important part, and this is investing our money, making our money work for us so that we have the option to not work for the money. Once I learned the power of investing, I was completely hooked, and that is why I started my business. I wanted to share with everyone else that they needed to be investing their money if they wanted to retire or become financially free or become a millionaire, because we are not going to do that by saving our money. There are definitely different ways that we can invest our money. One of the simplest ways is to invest in the stock market. We can invest in an index fund or some individual stocks. One of the easiest ways to invest our money that would be completely passive is by investing in the stock market. And we can definitely automate our investing to make it even more passive while we are building our wealth. If we really want to build our wealth, We need to figure out an investing strategy and start investing our money. If you want help investing your money in the stock market, I have a free masterclass. I will leave a link below in the description. You can click on that and check out the free masterclass. We do not want to just be leaving all of our money in a savings account. Once we hit our emergency fund number, and if we are saving for something else, once we hit those numbers, we want to be investing our money. And I would say we want to even be investing along the way while we are saving for some of our other short-term goals. I do think that we need to have an emergency fund in place or ready, but honestly, I like keeping as little as possible in my emergency fund because I know that money is not working for me as much as it would be if it was invested. Another way I've been able to invest my money is through real estate investing. And honestly, combining the stock market and real estate together has worked really well for me. I was able to purchase my fourth property because I had stock market investments. I took some of my money out of my stock market investments and put it toward the down payment on my property. And of course, real estate investing is not completely passive like the stock market. It is more semi-passive, so depending on what you are looking for, you can definitely just invest in the stock market if you want it to be completely passive. And I know this is what a lot of my clients want to do, is just have it completely passive. They don't want to have to worry about finding tenants for their rental properties or fixing something in their rental properties. They just don't want that extra work of maintaining a property. So we focus on setting up a complete financial freedom plan for them by investing in the stock market. So like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, we cannot just save our money in order to build our wealth. We need to invest our money in order to build up our wealth significantly. Comment below and tell me if you are going to invest your money. And if you found this video helpful, please hit that like button and share it with someone else who would like to hear this information. And hit the subscribe button to subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the little bell to get notified on when I post new videos. And if you want to see even more awesome content from me, make sure and check out the videos on the side of the screen. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.